Hey guys, it's me, Dal. Sorry for if I look kind of weird. Anyway, this just happened about like an hour ago. Kind of hard to make this video right now, but like I said, it just happened. One of the greatest game show legends of all time, the host of Gambit, Det, Tic Tac Doe, among so many others, and a vi- true game show preservationist, Wink Martindale, has just passed away at the age of 91. I don't know right now how he died. I think it was mainly due to old age, but if he was suffering for something, he didn't really share it. He looked really lively these past few years. I mean, like I said, he is a true game show preservationist. On his YouTube channel, he was uploading regularly these lost pilots of TV game show episodes and rare episodes. And I think he was also part of the committee or council over at the Strong National Museum of Play for their game show archive, which is supposed to open a new exhibit next year, which I kind of want to go over and see because they have so many artifacts from different game shows that will be up for display, hopefully. I mean, they're recruiting all that, but that's not the point right now. Um, yeah, he was such a lively guy. He was just a great, wonderful human being. Not only did he preserve game shows, he had his own. I think he had his own line of drinks like sodas, and recently he just came out with a crossword puzzle book, which looks pretty cool, and I kind of want to get that for Christmas and stuff. But yeah, I was hoping to meet him one day and ask him some questions like what was it like working with Bob Barker and Richard Dawson and Gene Rayburn, if he ever met those people, and just all these other different things. And so, yeah, it's a real shame. I mean, he was one of the last game show hosts of the game show host era. Like, today's game show hosts are mainly comedians, like stand up comedians who just so happened to get a game show. But Wink Martindale was part of that group where he wasn't a stand up comedian. He was part of that group of game show hosts who used to be radio announcers, DJ, weathermen, that sort of thing. Which had a good voice and eventually, when television came along, kind of a good, clean look would have given you a game show job. And Wink was one of the best at it. Like I said, he did Tic Tac Toe, Gambit. He did High Rollers after Alex Trebek left the show in the 80s, I think to pursue Jeopardy. But yeah, he stayed through game shows well up until like I think the 2000s, like at least the late 90s, where he did a bunch of different small game shows, like interactive game shows where he'd call in and everything, like Scrabble, the interactive game show, and Boggle, the interactive game show. He did that, and there's even a Canadian show called which is geared towards children, but their host is a direct ripoff of, or at least tribute to, Wink Martindale, which the host's name on that show is Wink Yahoo. So, and he kind of dresses like him and everything, and I kind of like that. That's how powerful uh, Wink Martindale really was in the game show world. In fact, if you think of game show hosts, like what should they act like, what should they look like, that was him. That was Wink Martindale. That was the host that everyone thought of. So, yeah, it's really a shame that we lost him at such a young age. So, well, young to some, older to others, but that's not the point. Wink, if you're somehow seeing this video up in heaven, just let you know that I really did love you and you were a great game show host, and hopefully someday I get to be a game show host, or at least be part of game show preservation like you did. So thank you for all of the game shows that you were a part of. Thank you for helping preserve game shows by showing all these old clips and episodes that were lost to history, but now you've got them because the game show world loves you that much and they trust you that much. So yeah, thank you, Wink Martindale, and rest in peace. Thank you very, very much for watching.